There's one other film we want to tell you about this week that's going to be opening, and it's a film that, well, actually Franklin Graham is going to introduce it to us, so watch the screen. Here's Franklin.
Hello, this is Franklin Graham, and I wish I could be with you folks at the NRB for their opening session to celebrate the anniversary of the Reformation. And, as we think about the Reformation, we think about free speech. We think about those that are being persecuted for their faith, and I really appreciate all that the NRB has done and is continuing to do. When Christians are being persecuted, when there's censorship, when there's discrimination, the NRB is right there taking a stand, and so I'm so grateful for that. Here at Samaritan's Purse, as we go around the world in Jesus' name, we find ourselves in war areas like we are right now in northern Iraq. Disaster areas, areas of disease, famine. Well, in 2014, we were faced probably with the biggest challenge in my life, and that was Ebola. When Ebola came, it was like a tidal wave. We could not get out of the way of it. It was probably the most difficult thing that I've ever had to do in my life, because Dr. Kent Brantley, one of our doctors, got Ebola, and Nancy Wright-Bowe. And there was absolutely no way to get them home, no way to save their lives. I was just empty. I just didn't know what to, it was even difficult to pray. Lord, how could this happen? Why, Lord? Well, in March, we have a new film coming, and it's going to be in the theaters, about our teams who battled this deadly virus. It's called Facing Darkness. It's a story of bravery, compassion, and it's a story of faith. It's a testimony of God's faithfulness in saving the lives of Dr. Kent Brantley and Nancy Wright-Bowe. It's the story of the Good Samaritan set against the backdrop of this terrible, horrific epidemic. And our challenge is, as Jesus said, go and do likewise. This trailer that you're about to watch will give you a glimpse into this gripping film, and I hope that you will tell your friends and families and churches about Facing Darkness and that you'll go see it. It's going to be in the theaters just for one night, and that is Thursday, March 30th. I think it will touch your heart, and no question, it will inspire you. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of you.
This was an unfolding catastrophe.
The numbers of new cases and deaths are still rising.
Ebola is the world's most dangerous virus.
The disease is out of control in West Africa.
Action was needed immediately.
Altogether, the family member that I lose, 17.
God has called us to care for the dying, to care for those that are suffering.
We can't say we're Samaritan's Purse and not help.
I was confident that what we were doing was the right thing to do.
I don't think I was scared yet. I should have been very scared.
As the epidemic escalated, we were just desperately trying to stay one step ahead.
My phone rang, and Ken Isaacs said one of our doctors, Kent Brantley, has Ebola.
David looked at me and he said, "You too have Ebola."
And then Barbara was diagnosed with Ebola.
There was a high likelihood our team members were going to die.
I don't know how to describe how afraid we were.
But we still went in, hour after hour, taking care of the Liberians and taking care of Ken and Nancy.
We're there to save life. We're there in your name. Why?
Despite the fact that things were out of control, we knew that God was in control.
Oh, God, you never leave my side.
My greatest fear is that I would have to raise my kids alone.
I felt broken. Who was going to take care of my children?
God puts you in places and supplies the strength to deal with.
If they're on our team, they are our blood. No matter what it took, let's get them out.
Time is ticking. Jesus Christ didn't run. We run to the fire. We don't run away from it.